I know how you feel about this topic. Actually, it can be interesting and cool if you can try it out after watching this video. Reading might never be part of everybody's hobby, but it's a sure way of knowing how far one is going in terms of knowledge. But you think you can't survive the trials of reading? What are the methods of reading? What causes the lack of reading syndrome? And how can you cope if you can't read? This is Pyrochure Insight from Studios Unit, and today we'll be having a discussion on reading. Now, before we go far, let's know the type of reading we want to talk about. Actually, reading depends on what and how you read it. I know it is stressful, but let's look at it in another way. We know without reading, life will never be easy because you will never get to graduate from school. Even if you do, you're not likely to live a good life because you're also likely to be limited or deficient in knowledge. So reading is actually important. So now we've come to the last question of how do I start? I know how it feels every time you see people reading comfortably, or you see intelligent people on TV and you start to wonder if it was easy for them to read, and how did they achieve their positions. And it can actually cause some serious headache when you hear the life story or you even read their life story. Actually, we read every day of our life, but in different ways. You read charts, you read billboards and banners. Like virtually, there are a lot of stuff you read every day, and you don't notice them because most of the time you read to gain knowledge, and that will mean you're actually learning. After coming to the realization that you cannot do without reading, now let me walk you through the parts of learning. Firstly, to be able to read, it involves you discovering the way you read. You can read by breaking down words, or you can read by just trying to sound it the way it was meant to look in the sentence. So there are actually a lot of ways to read, but it depends on you choosing your own way and stop trying other people's way. Today on Pyrochure Insight, I am actually discussing reading in terms of acquiring knowledge, that is, learning. To learn, we actually learn in different ways. It is not compulsory to read a book to learn stuff that you are meant to know, but there are different ways to go about it. For example, Pyrochure reads by watching videos related to what is about to discuss, and it goes well. Another way to read is by watching films related to what you're learning, or you can in fact play games related to what you're learning, and that will help a lot. So virtually, there are a lot of ways you can also learn. You can also learn by assigning knowledge to situations around you, and that can also help. So you might actually be wanting to read a book right now, but wait, we're not done yet, let's keep it for now. But what if you are dylexic? Actually, being dylexic is actually a condition in which you are unable to read. It can be frustrating, but don't worry, you don't have to read. All you have to do is to try the few steps above, and you can pass your exams without lifting a book. Yeah, you can pass your exams if you listen to your teachers and you jot some stuff too. And you can also try quizzes with your friends and some other option stuff. So, reading might not actually be a bad idea after all. But let's look at the fact that as a teenager, you can't live a trouble-free life and can be prone to some bad situations. So, actually, this can actually be a topic in the next Pyrochure Insight. Please, if you love the show, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and give us a thumbs up, and let's see how this goes. And please share this video with your friends, and thank you very much. Goodbye.